Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Tokyo Racecourse here on Sunday. It is November the 27th, 2016. I'm going to look at races 9, 10, and the featured 11th race to Japan Cup. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections from racetracks around the world. So let's get on to it. I'm going to be looking at races 9, 10, and 11. So race number 9 is the Oriental Show Stakes. It's a stakes race here for 3-year-olds and upwards, going for a purse of $280,000. That's about American currency here. Field of 10 horses tackling the 2,000 meters on the turf course, a mile and a quarter, and it's a very good race here. My top pick will go to the 5-horse Toshen Mati Kyoa. Japanese horrible, sorry about that. But I'm going to go 5-2-7-1. 5-2-7-1. Number 5 at 2-1 with Christophe Lemaire on this one. This horse is, coming to this race pretty good. Last start on October the 30th at Tokyo, mile and a quarter in Nishoko Tamnutsi Stakes. This horse finished second by 1 3/4 lengths. And, it was the horse's first start since August. He needed that race. I think coming into this one, second off the layoff should be the key with this one. It's the first, this horse is a course and distance winner, winning back in November the 2nd last year in that Shioko race. He won it by 1 1/4 lengths and really won it very easily that day. Like I said, his last start was first off the layoff. Start before that came on August 21st, mile 3/8 and just a basic grade 3 race. Horse finished third by 3 3/4 lengths. Again, it was his first start since February. Needed the race, really lacked a closing kick. And start before at Kyoto, February the 15th, mile and the 8th in Yasukua Stakes. Horse finished fourth by 2 1/2 lengths. It was the heavy favorite that day and showed very little. It just lacked a good closing kick. I think today he's coming into this race a little bit fresher. His last race wasn't half bad, but the way he looked, it looked like he needed the race. Today, I think he's going to have a great run here today. Gets Christophe Lemaire, who's one of the better riders in the world. So, going to go with this one here. So, to recap my bets for race number 9 from Tokyo, it's the Oriental Show Stakes. I'm going to go with the 5-horse here. I'm going to put this horse into a superfecta. My superfecta play is going to go 5-2-7-1. 5-2-7-1. So, now let's get on to race number 10 from Tokyo. 10th race is the Welcome Stakes, purse $339,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 12 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1,800 meters on the turf course, a mile and an eighth on the turf course. And my top pick here will go to the 6-horse, number 6, Maitre d'Art. Gonna go 6-11-3-8. 6-11-3-8 here in the Welcome Stakes. Number 6, Maitre d'Art, 3-1. Yuichi Fukunaga on this one, last time out. Ran on October the 30th at Tokyo, mile and a quarter in the same race my other horse, Tosin Makioto, the race horse last race came out of. This horse won it that day by 3 3/4 lengths. It was a very good run for this horse. As a favor, he ran, it was just a very all-around great victory. Second off the layoff. Start before September the 18th at Nakayama. Mile 3/8 in Yashihai St. Lian Kin Stakes. It was a Group 2 race. Horse finished 6th by 3 lengths that day. He needed the race. It was first start since May. He didn't show a lot that day. It was an all-out finish with everybody, but he just wasn't near the leader. He just wasn't in the right spot. And like I said, he just needed the race. Start before it came at Kyoto on May the 28th, a mile and the 8th in the Shariori Stakes. This horse finished second by a neck and just missed. It was a disappointing second place finish because he looked very good on the replay, but he has run here at Tokyo in the past. Like I said, last start he ran here at Tokyo, and he had 2 starts back in April and February. Both those starts were in Group 2s and Group 3 respectively. He finished 5th in the Group 2 TV Tokyo High Adobo Show Stakes and 3rd in the Kyoto News Service High Stakes. I think he's coming to this race a little bit better this year. His last one was very impressive against a very tough field of horses. I think he should have a good run here today. So I'm going to take my chances on this 3-year-old colt. So to recap my bets for race number 10 from Tokyo, it's the Welcome Stakes. Going to go with the 6-horse Maitre d'Art. Going to do a superfecta here, 6-11-3-8. 6-11-3-8. here in race number 10. Now to race number 11. The 11th race is the big one. The 11th race is the Japan Cup, sponsored by Longines, the Group 1 Japan Cup, going for a purse of $5 million, $5.7 million here in the American currency. We have a field of 17 horses tackling this Japan Cup, going at the distance of a mile and a half, 2,400 meters on the turf course. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards, and this is a wide open race. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna play an exact of this race most likely. I'll give you 4 horses that I think that could really do well here today. These are the horses I think have a strong chance of winning. It's gonna go 1, 3, 6, 16. 1, 3, 6, 16. I'm going to do an exacta here. I'm going to use 1, 3, 6, 16 on for first and second, but I'm also going to use the 9 and the 12 for the second. So it's going to cost you $14 if you want to play for $1 here in America. So it's 1, 3, 6, 16. Those are my top 4 that I think could win. I'm going to use those horses on the bottom of the exacta ticket also, along with the 9 and the 12. But number 1, Kitsan Black, 3-1. Yutaka Taki on this one at 3-1 here in the States. Horse is coming off of a start at Kyoto, a mile and a half, October the 10th in Kyoto. The Shanto Stakes, Group 2 that day. This horse won by a neck. Just got up there. A very nice victory for this horse. Coming into this race, I like that victory that day off the layoff. It was just very nice. Start before came June the 26th at Hashin, mile 3/8 in the Takarotu Kenin Stakes, Group 1. He finished third by neck. It was an all-out finish, and he didn't have the neck bob, but did win the next start out. He has run here at Tokyo before, but that Tokyo last start came May the 31st of 2015 in the Japanese Derby. He finished 14th that day by 13 3/4 lengths. It wasn't the best of starts, had a horrible trip, but since Yutaka Taki took over the mount on this horse, he's been very good. He's been losing just by neck and nose, so it hasn't even been a length or so. He's been losing by small margins, so I think he has a very strong chance today. If he gets out very good from the barrier, watch out for this horse to have a good run. I also like the 3-horse Gold Actor as a top pick, 3-1 with Hiato Yoshida on this one. This horse is coming off a start at Nakayama on September the 25th, a mile and 3/4 in the Sanakel Show Commerce Stakes. It was a Group 2 race. He won by neck for the stayers that day, and had a very nice victory. He was the favorite though, but it was just an all-around great victory off the layoff. Start before at Kyoto, 2 miles in the Tiansho Spring Stakes, Group 1 race. 2 miles, looking at it that day, I think it was a little bit too long for this horse. He finished 12th by 5 lengths. He was the favorite going into it, and he just didn't show anything. It was a disappointing run. And then start before on March the 26th at Nakayama, mile 9/16 mile and 4.5 furlongs in the Nieko Show Stakes. Horse won by 3 3/4 lengths. If he could run back to that race last year, to that race at Nakayama back in May, I think this horse has it in the bag. He won last year from October the 12th to that March 26th start. He won 1, 2, 3, 4. He won 5 in a row. He has a decent record of 16 and 9, and he's made $4 million so far. I think this horse should have a good run here today. He's a course and distance winner, also winning the October Stakes last October of 2015, winning it by 1 3/4 lengths. If he runs back to that start too, he should do well. Watch out for this horse to run a good one. I think he has strong chances to win also. I also like the 6-horse here. Number 6, Last Impact, Japanese red horse here at 70-1 with Yuga Kawada on this one. This horse is a 6-year-old horse here, so he's been around the block a few times. This horse is coming off of start on October 10th at Kyoto, mile and a half in the Kyoto Diashton Stakes. The horse finished 7 by 4 lengths. First start since June, needed the race. He just needed it. He didn't show a lot that day to. He didn't offer a lot. Start before Hashin, a mile 3/8 in the Tagaratsu Kien Stakes, Group 1. He finished 7 by 6.5 lengths. Showed again nothing at 56-1. It was a disappointing 7th place finish. It was off a layoff also. Because the start before it came outside of Japan, that was at Meidan in the UAE, in the Longines Dubai Shihima Classic. He finished third by 3.5 lengths. Was leading in the stretch, but got taken over by Postpone. Postpone, a very good horse who won next start out, and is a champion in the UK. But this horse just got taken over in the final few strides. It's a disappointing third place finish, but he did very well. And then start before in the at Nakayama, Mount Anthony Nakayama Kien Stakes. Horse finished sixth by 3 lengths. A little bit too short the mile and eighth distance. Mile and a half is perfect. This horse ran this race last year with Ryan Moore. Just narrowly lost. Just finished second by neck. He just missed the win. If he gets a good trip this year, I think he should I think he should win. Good at 70 to 1. You cannot take this horse off your ticket. I think this could be the upsetter horse at very nice odds. So I'm gonna go to this one. He last year before the Japan Cup, he ran in the Tien Show Autumn Stakes at Tokyo a few weeks ago. He finished 12th that day in 2015. So it was even a worse start than he had last year. So if he can run back, his last start wasn't that bad, but he needed the start. So if he can run, better today, I think he has a very strong chance of winning. So, going to use this horse also. Going to use the 16 horse also. My last of my 4 horses I think could win. Number 16, Real Steel, 5-1. Ryan Moore on this one. Ryan Moore probably one of the best, if not the best rider in the world. I know some people might argue that, but your argue is invalid, whatever you say. But 5-1 here on Real Steel in the States. This horse is coming off a start at Tokyo, mile and a half in Tien Show Autumn Stakes. Horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths that day behind Maurice. Really just it was the horse's first start since June. Needed the start. I think second off the layoff today should do well. That start at Tokyo in June the 5th, a mile in the Yushada Kien Stakes. Horse finished 11th by 5 1/4 lengths at 9-2, or excuse me, 7-2. Mile was a little bit too short for this horse. I think the mile 4 furlongs should do this horse very well. He has run here at Tokyo in the past. He ran in the and May the 31st in Japanese Derby in 2015. He finished 4th by 3 3/4 lengths. Really just didn't keep up with them. Duramonte, who won that day, ran incredibly well. But earlier this year, this horse did win the Dubai Duty Free, or the Dubai Turf as it's known now. He won by 1/2 length and ran very well, just holding off the closers. Gets Ryan Moore back up today. Ryan Moore, he does wonders to these horses. So, he could maybe upset here too. But to recap my bets now for race number 11 from Tokyo Racecourse, it's the $5 million, $5.7 million Japan Cup. I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to do an exacta here. The 4 horses I think that could win here are going to be the 1, 3, 6, and 16. 1, 3, 6, and 16. I'm going to put those 4 horses into an exacta here. So I'm going to go 1, 3, 6, 16 with the 1, 3, 6, 16, 9, 12. So that's how it's going to go. So 1, 3, 6, 16 with the 1, 3, 6, 16, 9, and 12. So if you play this exacta for $1, it's going to cost you $14. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.